We are here. We are showing Tracie all the stars in the sky. And we just wanted to just reminder that you guys are not alone. We are always here. We are always not far away, just among the stars. And how are you doing today, Jason?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Wonderful. Yes.
How about yourself? How are you doing today?
Well, we would like to say it as a we. We are doing wonderful. And we are speaking as the collective right now, as Daniel is part of the collective and he is here, and this is the voice of the one that Tracie refers to as the Imperial, which is just the one voice of the many.
Okay. How is the Imperial Council doing today?
The Imperial Council is enjoying some fine frequencies of this fine evening that you are recording in. There's some good frequencies out there today. And it is a new moon as you are recording this on the 26th. And Tracie is pointing out we are in the new moon energy. That is why it is such a fine frequency and vibration. It is time to put out your wishes to the world. So that is a good intention to set as you are watching this video, to just put out your wishes into the world. It does not matter when you're watching it.
Interesting. Does the Imperial Council has any messages for the YouTube collective?
Let us look and see what it is the collective could benefit from hearing today. It is interesting to look at the collective of people that watches this video as they come in from all different frequencies, all different vibrations, and we just love that we can reach everyone where they are at in these frequencies. And such a beautiful feedback comes in from that. And we enjoy hearing from each of you. Not only are you responding to the videos themselves in your comments, as that is also noticed, but we do hear you when you speak to us afterwards, or when you set intentions to connect with us and with the other beings that are out there in the high frequencies. We do want to say, one of the things that we would like to bring forward today is to remember to ask for those beautiful things in your highest and best good that you don't even know to ask for yet. Because there is so much in this world, so much in this reality that you don't even know exists, that you wouldn't even know to ask for. And so it would be a beautiful intention to set that with your prayers as you are calling into the universe that which you desire. Call back to you things that will make you joyous on so many levels that you didn't even know existed, that can come in and change your life. A lot of awakening is going on right now, a lot of awakening. You guys are coming out of a very rough year, and so many different frequencies, waves and solar flares and earth shifts and all the different dynamics that have come through. And you're entering into a little bit softer area right now as you go into this next month of December. And there's going to be a little gentler energy. And we do want to say that January is good. It's a good month. The year 2020 may feel much like that roller coaster. We think we've talked about that before, where you'll be click, 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 click as you work hard, and then you take off and you go for a little bit, and then click, 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 click as you go back up another thing that you were working hard for, and then and it'll take off. And so there's a lot of magic to be held in this time that's coming up, and we want you to embrace the magic. And for those of you who are still shedding some of the old energies, some of those old frequencies, hang in there and stay with it. It is worth the journey to go through that, so that you are ready for all the new energy that is coming in, all of the fortune that is waiting for you. And there is so much magic in this energy that is coming in right now. And we do say that magic doesn't always look pretty. Sometimes it looks like moving out of situations that you are in, making changes, doing things differently, and letting people or things go, letting jobs go, letting the location you live go, and moving somewhere else into a different frequency, a different energy. A lot of you are feeling called to move, and we want you to pay attention to that. And if the pieces start to fall into place, pay attention to that and go forward with that as well. You are all being given signs right now, lots of synchronicity coming across your path. Pay attention. As you pay attention and you start to see the synchronicity and the signs of what is going on in your life, what is being said, what is being presented to you, what you are seeing on TV, what you are seeing on your phones, what you are seeing on your computers, there's a lot of synchronicity lining you up for something. And it is going to be something good. So pay attention to it and follow your guidance with that, and let your hearts be open and big and expressive in what you desire so that you can attract that to yourself. And this is such a nice energy to be doing that in. Again, we want you to look at the stars. The sky, there is no limit. We don't even want to say the sky is the limit. Wish upon the star. Wish upon the star. That is how we should say it. Do you have questions for us tonight, or do you want us to keep going?
Just a couple of questions. You mentioned many people are awakening. From your perspective, how does that look like? Like awakening as in they're realizing certain feelings, or they're awakening to like certain truths and realities?
There are many of you that are getting ready for your, as one might say, level up. You're getting ready for something expansive to happen within the mind, to be thinking even further outside of the box. There are so many of you that are catching yourself in your own limitations. And you'll say, no, we can't do that. And then you'll stop and go, wait, why can't we do that? Where's that limit coming from? And you correct yourself, and you move towards that thing that you thought you couldn't do, and now you're achieving it. And there are so many of you out there that are doing this, that are walking past that line that was drawn in the sand by some invisible entity or energy that said no to you, that you can't do that. That little voice in your head from childhood that said, this is not for you, this is for everyone else. Now you're saying, no, this is for me, it is my turn, and I am going forward, and I do want this, and it's okay to want this, and I'm going to create this beautiful life that I want to live, and I'm going to do the things I want to do, and I'm going to be great at it and excel at it, and even make all kinds of financial resources from this thing that I love to do, and just keep moving forward and keep doing those things that you want to do, and making that happen for yourself as your wishes and desires start to come into manifestation. Yes, so lots of people are expanding in this way. Lots of people are expanding in the heart chakra. There's a lot of heart chakra expansion going on, and more of that will happen in 2020 as people will start to really step into more of the emotions of not just the planet, but of the people around them, and being more compassionate, more loving, more open to receive love themselves, and ready to let go of some of the old baggage. As we have said in some of the sessions, treat yesterday like a past life. Like when you go in and you view a past life and you go, oh, I was a Roman soldier at one time. And you can look at yesterday like, oh, I was a tired, depressed person at one time, but that was another time, it's just as if it were a past life. Just shed that and let it go, and treat this day as a brand new life, as a brand new day, and move forward. And we would like for all of you to just start doing that, and just leave yesterday behind, like it was a whole nother world, a whole nother time frame, and move forward. And keep that movement going forward. Keep that light on your path moving forward. That is a good thing for everyone to do. That is fun. Yes. So lots of expansion in these ways, a lot of people moving into self-care and self-love.
Nice. Do you happen to have any information on Ascension, or giving advice for anybody looking for information on Ascension?
Let us look and see what we would like to bring in for Ascension. You have already moved through so much in the Ascension process, and lots of the new energy coming in. As you know, over the years, you have been hearing of, oh, this energy wave and that energy wave and this energy wave. And pretty soon you're thinking, how many more energy waves could there possibly be? And we're telling you that you are so close. It is really elevating you now. And lots more people are starting to step into the self-healing. Lots more people are starting to step into some beautiful energy of creation and manifestation. And remember, we were talking about the technology shifting, and
I
we have been,
remember.
yes, we have been hearing, or Tracie has been hearing feedback from people outside of this collective, or people that have been talking to her in her circle of people that haven't heard this information, haven't heard this story of technology, and talking about sessions and QHHT and different things where they're saying, it is so weird. Everybody I'm getting to my QHHT sessions, they are people that would be in business or doing things of this nature and that nature. And it made so much sense to her as this download of technology needs to go to those people that are in these fields that are able to create and manifest and build this new technology. And so she was seeing the demonstration that was being shown to her that this is starting to happen. And the energy is in the collective. And so for those of you who are inventive and would like to create, ask for the download of the new technology so that you can work with that and start building your own resources of new technology and new energy. That would be very fun to have everybody start becoming expansive in this area, because once everybody is doing it, there is no stopping it. Yes, it will get out there and it will change the world. And
Yeah.
that is good news. Yeah.
You're right, because I do remember a QHHT session or a hypnosis session where they did mention technology will be starting to be released and come out sooner, and as a little bit here, a little bit there,
Yes. Yeah, so there is a lot of technology that is hidden from the collective, the populations, that is already complete and already done, but some of that may never find its way to the people. And so we would like for the collective to get that information, to create that technology. And that is what we're putting out there into the grid, so to speak, the collective consciousness, so that everyone can draw from that, because there are so many people that are so creative and so smart and have their heart in the right place and want to create things for the betterment of the population versus the betterment of their pocket. And so we want those individuals to grab hold of this technology and be able to create and make beautiful things for this earth, and bring the entire planet into a place of being self-sustained and everyone having plenty. That is the goal, and that is where the expansion is going. That is where the awakening is going. It's getting closer and closer every day. And we do know that you turn on your TV and you're not going to see that part of it. But we encourage you all to seek out positive news, find positive things that are happening on the planet, and we promise you it is there. It just does not get reported on your televisions, and it is not a public knowledge when somebody does a good deed or donates to a good cause. It is only those things of greed and violence that seem to catch the eye of those news reels. And we encourage you to just seek your information outside of watching the news or some of the mainstream things that are out there for you. Dig a little deeper, find something more positive to sink your teeth into for a little bit, and let it encourage you to be a good person as well. And we know that the collective that is watching this, everyone is already there, and more of you are joining us, and we are excited about that. We're excited about this growing, and we feel like this is our family. When we show up to these videos, we feel like we are talking to our family, and that we are talking to those who are remembering who they are now, and we are talking to those who are hungry for a change and excited to see the frequencies raising up and moving into these better places where you can sustain and hold a high frequency for a longer period of time and stay in joy and stay in happiness and have that experience around you from the people that you are spending time with. That is also an important thing to remember, is you need to spend time with people in the higher frequencies as well to help you maintain a longer status in your high frequency. What
Yeah.
else would you like to know?
Last question for that topic would be, you mentioned technology. Would you have any information about the technology?
Mm. We have talked about this many times before of the different kinds of technology and the energy that the resources of energy on this planet are phenomenal. And we we often say, you know, if they can light a light bulb from a potato, what do you think they could do from the air, the earth, the energy that is emanating off of your own bodies? And a lot of times it is the simplest of things, and yet it is the most complicated of things to figure out how does that work, to use the energy of your very own vehicle to power something. And yet we do it all the time with our crafts and with different things in our technology from where we come from, and even moving our energy into speaking through Tracie as we do, that takes an energy to do that. And so we speak to you with this knowledge that energy is everywhere. Everything is energy. So that is one of the technologies that will come out is the expansion of how to collect this energy, this infinite amount of energy. It's a never ending energy. And could you imagine powering something and never having to shut it off and never having to recharge it? The power is already there. It is always absorbing the energy from the space around you. Maybe even taking it from the frequencies that are emanating off of your own body at no cost to you. It does not wear you out. It does not make you tired. It is already there. And these things will just run off of that. Could you imagine getting into a vehicle and just driving as far as you want for as long as you want without having to stop and refuel? As the vehicle will be built out of the material that will pull the energy from the air itself and just continue to keep you moving forward. So many. That would be fun, to just go as far as you want, as long as you want, wherever you want, and never have to worry. And it wouldn't that be cost effective? It would not drain your bank account to travel across the lands and go see and go on adventures. You would not have to worry. You could just keep going. And let's see if there's any other technologies that, and there will be many things based off of that technology alone that will be created. Sure. And we had already talked about the food replicators that will be coming out as well. There will be whatever you want to call them, machines of sorts that will be able to create and manifest food with nutritional value out of the same type of frequencies and pulling energy and resources from the planet. There's a lot of things that will change. That is one that will be further down the road, but the focus with humankind would probably be at this time more about the telecommunication devices like your cell phones. Your cars would be another one, and transportation of all types. You will eventually figure out how to do that teleportation that often gets fantasized about when you're like, oh, I wish I could just teleport myself right over there. Wouldn't that be nice? And that is something that will come in the future as well, but that is not in the near future. That is a little further out. Lots of things that we could talk about. Could you imagine flying in an airplane and never having to refuel the airplane as well? All these things, all of these forms of transportation, they're all going to be changing. And that will take a little time to transition out of one and into another. But the technology is there, and it is being worked on as we speak. Somebody is already tinkering with that, as you might say.
I'm sure. Yes. All right. Is there anything else the Imperial Council would like to share?
We want to let you know that the Archangels are coming in very strong at the moment. They are coming in and standing with many of you. So if you feel yourself wanting to work with the angels, and then you are one of the ones that I am talking to. And the archangels are coming in to move you into the next phase of what it is you are meant to be doing. And this is not going to be everyone that we are talking to, but you know, if I'm talking to you, you will get that spark. You perked up when we said archangels. You have this knowingness that we are speaking to you. And so what we want you to do is we want you to pay attention, because they are trying to show you the next place that you are supposed to go into, what it is you are supposed to be doing. We say supposed to be doing. Maybe more of the next thing that you desired to do. What is the next move? Why did you come here? These are your plans. This is what you have set up for yourself. Maybe a destiny point would be a good way to say it, as you move into your next destiny point. And we are seeing many of the archangels standing with quite a few of the audience. And so there is quite a good number of you that are understanding this message right now. It is time for you to move into your next phase of what you are doing. Call on your angels to help and assist you. If you're not quite sure what that is, ask them to make it clear, ask them to put it in your path, tell them you need signs and demonstration of what it is that you're supposed to be doing in this next step. Let us keep looking here. There are some of you that are working with the sun energy, working with the downloads that are coming in from the frequencies, from the rays of the sun. And it is giving you some DNA adjustment. It is giving you cellular adjustment. And you may be feeling a little bit, we might want to say cantankerous or cranky with this movement going on, with this shift in your physical body happening. Some of you have gained weight because of this, and you are frustrated because this weight is there and it is not coming off. We want you to know that the weight is there to help you acclimate to this new energy, this new code that is coming in for you. If you can spend time standing in the sun, if you have that option and that is something you can do, we want you to stand in the sun for a few minutes a day if you can do that. And when you do that and absorb those codes, you'll get to the light brings it into you no matter what. But if you can actually stand under the sun and just let the sunbeams hit you directly, that will speed up the process. And when you are done with that frequency adjustment, that takes 2 to 3 weeks for that to fully integrate into your body. And so we say, give yourself a break until after the holidays. Yes, go ahead and eat the turkey, go ahead and eat the pumpkin pie, because you're going to carry that weight anyway. And then as the new year comes, won't you just be your typical person going into the New Year's resolutions? That is what Tracie says. Let it be a New Year's resolution for them to move into this new energy in January and let the pounds come back off. But we're saying, for those of you who are feeling frustrated with that, you're going to the gym, you're working out, you're watching your diet, and it is just staying there and it is not doing anything. It is because you are moving this new energy in, and your body is needing this extra way to help acclimate to the energy that is coming in. And it is acting as a filter and a buffer for you. And it is doing exactly what it is supposed to do. It is very, what would one say, maybe instinctual for the body to do this. Just like a bear will go into a hibernation, you are bulking up so that you can take in all this energy. So let the energy come in, let it shine on you, let it come in and acclimate. The more sunlight you can let yourself absorb, the better, the faster that will move forward. However, we do not want you to go out and spend hours in the sun and come back looking like a lobster as well. So be mindful not to overdo it, but take in a few minutes a day if you can, and let that sunlight absorb into the body. And yes, and you need lots of rest. If you're feeling fatigued with that, then trust that as well, and just allow for your body to rest and just let it acclimate this energy into the body. We are showing that there is an activation or some sort of download that can go with that. So if we could do that right now, Jason, would that be okay?
Yep, that's okay.
Okay, so we would like to ask the audience to go ahead and give permission if you feel you are guided to do that. In the highest and best good, the download or activation for the sun energy to come in so that you can acclimate to this energy even faster. Pay attention to the top of the crown of your head. It may feel a little bit numb, it may feel tingly, you may even feel a little activity in the third eye, but you are going to most likely feel something at the crown of the head. And we are going to go ahead and speak over you while this activation is coming in and just move that energy around as well. Anapatitioshkun ma'ai in ashkio. Bevoin dodonashki kanda. Sakayato tamanchiki. Wana haika boboy yukonda samashki and the nonanaje. Asapakiwana. Sesha. Samashiko kondia tatatati mandati. O shamayekia. Mia. Essa someshku tanama ekia kiana toti mashku na eke. Tatapatishkwa. And hopefully you enjoyed that a little bit. That we felt a lot of the Dalaran energy coming in through that, and a lot of that feline energy moving forward. And it was a beautiful, beautiful energy. They were sending symbols into the heart chakra and into the third eye, and moving a lot of the energy around in the body to readjust those frequencies so that you were ready for the new ones that were coming in. Very nice. And at this point, we think we will throw it back to you, Jason, and ask if you have any other questions for us.
Perfect, perfect. One question I forgot to ask. You mentioned the food replicators, and you kind of brought up food again for Thanksgiving and the holidays. For, just a fun question, what is some of the food or things that ETs or aliens intake for their food?
That is a good question. And it is very broad across the board. You have the ones that absorb the energy through the sun. They literally will just get everything they need from their planet, from the sun rays that come into their planet. They may drink water, but they do not necessarily eat physical substance like you would eat the fruits and vegetables and meats in your world. There are others that generate a plant-based, or what you would consider to be like a plant-based liquid form of energy that they consume. There are some that eat much like you. There are not many planets, though, however, that eat a meat product. Most we've got the insectoid group that is mostly going to eat the plant-based diet, and they take that in mostly in like a liquid form. We're looking to see what else they may want to show us with that. And we have already got replicators of nature, of that nature, something that already creates a protein and we do not know the words in English that would support what we want to say, but everything that our bodies need. And you would probably not like this. It comes in like what you would call a biscuit, or a little, what maybe would look like a piece of bread to you, but it is a high protein diet for us that we would eat. The earth realm is one that really takes pleasure in eating, and that really takes pleasure in indulging in food and flavors and different kinds of and styles of food. Like you have so many different varieties and types of foods, and it is one of the pleasures of being in the human experience. But most of us, the eating is just something we do when our bodies need the replenishment, and it is not something that we spend much time thinking about. And so there are we're seeing if anybody else would like to come forward with the food.
Yes, we do enjoy our food down here.
There are some that would eat a little bit like the earth realm in the form of fruits that come off of trees and things of that nature. They would eat, they would not have it replicated, so to speak. It would actually come off of their plants, but no one eats. And we don't mean this in a bad way, but nobody eats as much as the humans do. The humans consume a lot of food. Some of the lower frequency, the ones that dwell in a little bit of the lower vibrations, they would be more of the meat eaters. They would be more of the carnivores, the ones who indulge in that kind of flesh eating thing. But the ones that are, as you raise your vibration, you will raise your vibration out of that, and you'll be more plant-based and then more liquid-based. And as you keep raising up, your physical body becomes an energy body more than a physical body, and you would not need the same kind of nourishment. That is where the light is what feeds the body, and you no longer need to eat. So hopefully that kind of gives you an idea. But yes, you are on a different kind of reality here, where you have such a variety of what you do eat and the types of things that you eat.
Interesting. All right. Well, thank you for that information. Do you have anything from you mentioned the Dalarans race? Do they have anything? Any messages?
Let us look. They are always such a pleasant group to entertain. The ones that we are seeing, we're seeing if anybody wants to come forward. They're standing over here to the left of us, and there is about 5 of them. We would like for one of you to come in and speak on this, please. They want to talk to those who are holding frustration and maybe anger in their hearts. And it may not even be that you realize you are doing it. It's just there. It's been an old energy that's been kind of stirring around and making itself, it's appearing in your life in these little areas. And we're going to ask for everyone to start watching for where are those little annoyances, where are those little irritations, because if you don't catch them when they're little, they're just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. And so let us see if one of them wants to speak to you on that, as it is still us here. Hello. And it is a concern, yes, a concern of many, that you hold on to these little pearls of anger, these little nuggets of disappointments and frustrations. And many of you are going into the end of this year and maybe looking at this year like, oh my gosh, didn't get to do this or do that, or, you know, whatever manifestation you are working on maybe hasn't come to fruition yet. Maybe you're going into the holiday season with frustration as well. And maybe you have financial woes, or you have situations where you have to move, or different things are coming across your plate, and it feels very overwhelming. And we can feel that a lot of you are going into a place of overwhelm, rather that is spending time with family and having to just step out of who you truly are to be in this moment for a little bit for your family, because they would not understand that you sit and listen to videos where beautiful beings are being translated through a human body. And so you have to go and put on a different face for a few hours. But we say to you, do what you've got to do to get through these few days of the holidays. And then as you go into Christmas, the same thing. Because what really matters is that you hold love in your heart. Not does Uncle Bob agree with me that there is aliens that live outside of our planet, or that are hovering in ships above us as we speak, because that is true. And we don't need to convince Uncle Bob that that is happening. Just hold love for him for who he is and where he is at in his experience, and just observe people this year. Just observe them and let them have their experience, and just look at it like that. Look at it like, oh my gosh, look at how cranky so-and-so is getting over there in the kitchen because she just burnt her pie. And that's an experience she's going to have. And that is okay. Whatever it is that is going on in the bigger spectrum of things, if it is people going through relationship troubles or going through financial troubles or whatever it is, just let it be and just come at them with love and compassion. I'm sorry you're going through that. And that must be a really hard time, because really that's all they want, is to be heard. And just step aside for a little bit and don't worry about if anyone believes you or accepts you as who you are. First, you must accept them for who they are and where they are at. And then when that happens, you'll start to notice that more people are coming around and they're saying, oh, and how are you? And how are you doing? And it brings them out of their little cocoon bubble that they are in, of their reality, and they start expanding out of that. As you exude kindness, then they will snap out of their little holiday coma, and they'll come back and extend kindness to you. And if they don't, that is okay as well. But that is what we want to encourage everyone. There are some that are listening that really need to hear the message of the holidays and move out of some of the hardships of the holidays. And if this video comes out after Thanksgiving, that is okay. You are moving into more holidays with the Christmas season, with the New Year. And for some of you, you do not celebrate Thanksgiving, and that is okay as well. There's other things that are going on, other holidays going on, this time of year. It is about families. It is about bringing in that love. It is about remembering who you are. It's about remembering why you're here. And really why you are here is so that you can express love and feel love. And that is the true journey of each person, is to get to know who you are, fall in love with yourself, and experience that love by sharing it with other people and loving them for who they are and accepting them for who they are, where they're at in their journey, and just allowing for that to be expressed. And that is what we want to encourage for all of you as you come into the end of this year of 2019 and you move into 2020. Go into 2020 with the policy in hand that everyone gets to be whoever they are, wherever they're at, and just be okay with that. And if you can get yourself there, you have evolved into a big place for yourself, and you will create and manifest beautiful things for yourself when you step into the allowing and the flow of everyone getting to be exactly who they are, and you let go of the judgments around that. And that is really our message for you today, Jason. It was probably a very long way to say, be kind. And so, but be kind to yourself as well. And do not overwork yourself trying to be seen or accepted. It is not necessary. You are very loved, and you are very seen and very appreciated and very loved from all of us, as we are watching in great appreciation for all the work that you have done as you come into this life as the light workers, as the way showers. And we want to say thank you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the Dalaran?
Yes, this is the Laren, and I am representing the 5 that were off to the left, as she said. We have come in just to be witness of this beautiful group that you do, and holding energy for you, as some of the people that we connect so dearly with are watching. And so we like to be a participant in your videos.
Oh, well, thank you. If you don't mind me asking, how is the Dalaran collective helping out mankind or the earth or anything like that?
That is such a beautiful question. We like to move into the energy of each individual that we are able to work with at this time, and just open the hearts and move into a space of love. The biggest message that we come through with today, and any day really, is to not put anyone below or above you, and to feel the equality and the oneness of everyone. And it is to start connecting the dots with the oneness collective. You are one with the earth, you are one with the water, you are one with the air, you are one with the animals, you are one with each other. And that is our purpose in helping here, is to help everyone to start connecting the dots with the oneness, and to come from the heart and move through this world with love and with love behind your intentions of whatever it is you are working for. However it is you are responding to your friends and your family, that you are responding and coming from an intention and space of love. And that is our goal.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It looks like we still have a few more minutes left. Is there anything else you would like to share, or any other groups?
We are looking to see if anyone else would like to come in and share. It feels as if the Mantis beings are showing up here, and they like to play and dabble with the energy to help with those frequencies and to just give everybody a little bit, what do they want to say? They want to jack up the energy, they say. So let us bring in, yes, and we have let the Larans go. This is back to the Imperials, just to help you identify with the change of energy that is going on. We will bring in the Mantis beings. They want to just move the energy of the collective, just as the Larans were saying, the oneness connection. The Mantis would like to just come in and play with that for just a little bit. So as you're closing your eyes, if you are able to do that and listen to this next piece, just allow for yourself to expand your energy to the collective of people that are watching this video that are like-minded, and to your own personal collective of friends and family that you hold dear to you. And just bring in that oneness and feel that connection between all beings, and just feel it starting to connect, like everybody is starting to connect the dots with this. They're working on the power chakras. This is a space for everyone to move into their power right now, and know that the oneness is not taking away from any of the power or the individuality. In fact, as we have spoken before, the oneness consciousness is actually allowing everyone to be their individual self, their truest version of self. And there is no conformity with the oneness energy. So expand yourself. We are seeing some people growing and moving their energy much like a tree would grow branches out. And we are seeing those connections being made. So we want everyone to just continue to visualize moving their energy up and out and reaching out to each other and just finding that like-minded frequency and just sharing that energy together as we amplify it. And as we are amplifying it, we're calling others into the circle, into this beautiful circle of light and energy. They said, think of it like fireworks exploding up in the sky and drawing in the attention of those that did not know the fireworks were going to go off, but they're like, ooh, what's happening over there? And now they're coming and they want to be part of it. So let's set off our fireworks, everybody. Move it up into the air, move it up into the ethers, move it up into this beautiful frequency that is reaching out to everyone. Yes, ito to pa shikiko kujibatan monde chese meki yo no tatiyata shikike kama. They said, mark this time. Mark this time down on your calendars. We had mentioned before, write yourself a letter of this end of this year, because next year this time you are going to want to look at this and you're going to say, oh my goodness, look where we have gotten. Look what we have done. Look at the expansion. Look at the growth. Look at me, how I have changed. Many of you are stepping into your own channels. Many of you are stepping into your own light language. Many of you are stepping into your own knowing that you are something bigger, more magnificent than this. We don't want to minimize who you are. We want to say that society has taught you that you are small, and now you are starting to break free of that, and you are knowing how big and magnificent and beautiful and amazing and wonderful and perfect and everything else you are. You are absolutely, absolutely infinite with what you can do. And so step into that energy, step into that power, share that with others. Let them see your fireworks and let them be drawn to you. And share it with them. Share that beautiful frequency that you are. Share that magnificence, that confidence, that love that you have for yourself. They're going to want some of that for themselves, and you're going to teach them how to do it by showing them how to do it, by showing them how you love yourself, how you stand up for yourself, how you feel good about yourself, and you do not have to convince anybody else because you already have it within yourself, and you don't need to look for it outside of you. So many have grown, so many have become so powerful and so ignited in this beautiful, beautiful energy. And we are not to say this is ego energy at all. This is just beautiful confidence. You do not need the acknowledgement of anything outside of yourself, because you know you are powerful, beautiful, amazing, and wonderful, and light, and love, and compassion, and everything that you've ever wanted to be. And so that is, and we bring that in. Now bring that back into the core, and know that you can bring that out everywhere you go. Go to the grocery store and set off your fireworks and see what happens. And just set that energy out there. Very beautiful time. And call in your Mantis beings. They want to work with you on that as well.
Sounds good. Well, if there's anything else, but if not, we'll just wrap it up. Unless there's anything else that would like to be shared.
We're looking to see, just to make sure. We want to
make sure there's no stragglers.
We want to make sure there's no stragglers. And we want to there are a lot of you that are stepping into your own, traveling into other realms, other beautiful places, and letting your councils take you on journeys. And we think that is amazing. And enjoy it, have fun, take notes, write it down so that you don't forget these journeys, because you will want to look at those again. We feel very good about this group today and the energy they are moving into with this new phase of ending this year and moving into next year. We think there's beautiful things about to happen, and this collective of people is so strong, and their desire to make a beautiful, wonderful world to live in is sparking this beautiful connection among all of them. And it is growing, and it is growing, and it is growing, and we love to see that. So we just want to thank everyone. Thank you all for your energy, your time, your power, your dedication to this. And we appreciate you. And we will see you again next time.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Shall we bring Tracie back now?
Sure. Bring her back.
She's like, but I'm sleeping. She is not sleeping. Okay, we will bring her back. We thank you so much, and we'll see you all again next time.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I wish I could sleep. That's cute. She's sleeping back here, but actually, Latte is sleeping back there. She was, I think they kept leaning back, and she would wiggle, and they'd be like, oh yeah, there's a dog back there. So there's that.
Perfect. How was the Mantis thing? Did you have claws this go around?
They always do that. They want to, I know it's Mantis when my fingers are doing little, and they're very clicky with the way they talk, but they were moving a lot of energy. I was kind of surprised that between the heart and the power chakra, they were moving a lot of energy around there. And then they were expanding that up and just bringing everybody kind of more into their high self and empowerment and self-love. That kind of stuff is more, maybe they were teaming up with those little Larans over there, bringing in the love and bringing in the frequency of telepathy, sharing all that energy. It all really works together, but yeah, there was a lot of good energy. Nice. It was kind of like I wanted to sing the Kumbaya or something, because it just felt like everybody was in this really, really soft, happy, we're in some good energy. Let's enjoy this after going through the rapids. Let's go sit by the campfire and relax kind of feel. So
I bet.
Yeah. So it was much better, smoother energy than some of them have been. So that was nice.
What about technology? Were you seeing anything interesting?
The cars look cool. It was kind of like, how would you even explain that? Like when you'd go sit in the car, and of course it kind of looked a little space agey to me, but sit in the car, it was almost like the car itself would light up or come alive. And now that I think about it, I don't even know if it has wheels. It was kind of more like maybe it was hovering or something, but it was kind of, it's like you sit in it and then it comes alive, or like it turns on. I don't know. So
sounds like it's way in the future on that one.
Possibly way in the future on that one, but there's, all the little steps to get there. Looked like a fun car to be in, but I'm guessing it drives itself and all that stuff too. You probably just tell it where you want to go. Maybe it reads your mind. I don't know. I know some of these spaceships that they've shown me are very intuitive, so maybe we end up with that kind of technology here, where it's very intuitive.
I was thinking that. I was like, if you think about it, they had that technology for their ships,
Yeah.
So it's out there. Eventually, like, hey, you can actually do it with a ground vehicle. Do something.
Yeah, those space movies are probably accurate, that somewhere someday we will have that technology, and we'll be in Star Wars where they're all flying around, and
Gotcha. Anything
all happening
on the food?
That was funny, man. I felt kind of like an overindulgent pig listening to that. I was just like, wow. Yeah.
You ready for Thanksgiving already?
I know. It's like, here I'm sitting there going, turkey. Oh yeah, now I feel bad. That's a lot of food. But yeah, they were showing how they'll eat this little biscuit about this big, and that's all the nourishment they need for possibly even more than one day. And here we're sitting there eating 3 meals a day, shoving it in, that kind of thing. Yeah, from what I was seeing, we kind of tip the scales on food. None of the others eat like we do. They're either they'll drink water. There was one that would drink a lot of water, and I'm not sure who that is. It's probably one of the amphibian type beings, but they would drink lots of water and plant-based food, eat a little bit of plant-based food, but it was more water than food. And then of course the sun, the ones that get their energy or get what they need from the sun, or from whatever light source they have on their planet. So yeah, there was a wide range of different things.
Yeah, Dolores kind of said something similar, like,
oh, did she?
They get it from light, energy, source, life, so the stars, they get their energy from. So
yeah, and they're not eating for pleasure like we do, like, ooh, that's so yummy, go make a chocolate cake, that's delicious. No, they're eating for, it's kind of like putting gas in your car. Oh, we're running low on gas, go get gas. It's not like, let's go to the buffet because there's so many different flavors.
Right. It's like that tasty lasagna or crawfish Monica.
Yeah, so enjoy it while we have it, because if we incarnate on a different planet, we're not gonna eat like that. We might look back at ourselves like we're kind of gross.
Yeah, like, they eat that.
Yeah, exactly. When they just eat that animal, what? Yeah,
that's true. That's true. If you look at some of the the information that's came forward. You know, it's like, why do y'all eat animals? You know, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can imagine a time where yeah, that I would look at back at that and be like, why did we eat the poor little cows? And then, yeah, so those poor chickens.
I have been cutting back on that, so I was like, yeah, cutting back
Yeah,
on. You know, the biggest thing was like pork and steak. You know, like beef and pork. You
yeah,
know, cutting that out. So.
yeah. I found after, I mean, I still eat meat, but after I started doing the channeling, my desire to eat meat went way down, and I ate up far less of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm not going to say I don't eat it at all, but I do eat less of it.
Yeah.
So,
Treat yourself. So okay. Was there anything from the Laren collective that you were seeing?
they were kind of surprised that we called them in. They were
They're like,
like
yeah.
they said they were there because there's people that are watching these videos that are very connected to them. So they were there just kind of representing, just holding that space. So then when we were pulling them in, they're like, oh. And so it would be kind of like, if there was a group of us and somebody said, come speak, it'd be like, well, you go speak. And no, you go speak. So that's what they're kind of doing. And they sent the feminine one came over to speak. And but yeah, their message, that whenever they come in, their energy comes in, it's always like this big hug. It's like they just want us all to love each other and get that peace.
Yeah.
Can you just get it, to love each other? So
those are the ones that look like the lions, correct?
yeah.
Or feline?
Yeah.
Features. Gotcha. All right. Cool. Was there anything else that you saw that we didn't touch on?
At one point, I remember seeing in my mind, seeing a little bit of, it was like how I explain how it looks like I'm just kind of panning out over, like as if there was a big audience in front of us. That's how I see the listeners. That's how they picture them, as like there's an audience and we're panning over. And at one point, they brought this big rainbow over everybody. And I don't know what that means, but it looked like a good thing. Like I always think of the rainbow consciousness or the crystalline energy, and they just brought it over everybody. And so, for some of you listening, maybe that means something in particular. Maybe that's validating something for you or something that you needed to hear. But I do remember that there was this big rainbow that was brought over the collective of listeners. So expect to have some good rainbow energy.
Yeah. Maybe they heard me from last time. I said, yeah, just bring in all the colors. Bring in the rainbow.
Bring in all the colors. So they did. Yeah. So there, it was for you, Jason. Here, we'll just put it over. There we go.
Like Starbright, the star and the rainbow.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Well, we do have an announcement to make, and we did a little bit of a test of a live, so a couple people saw it.
Yeah. Sorry for the teaser for those of you who saw it.
We thought we were doing a true test, but it's all good. I think we worked out some of the things and what to do next go round. But we're going to try to go live December 10th, 6 p.m. Central Time. So that's St. Louis, Louisiana, Chicago.
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Central.
Yes, 7 p.m.
So that's going to be 5 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, for those that
on December 10th. Put it down.
Yep, December 10th.
And the dog's kind of cracking me up.
Oh man, he is going berserko.
It's all the energy we create. They love it.
Like either he wants something, but I already gave him his treat, but I don't know. But yeah, he's been going like back and forth. Like this is like a whole nother level.
That's funny. We're creating quite the energy. It keeps amping up. I don't know if you feel it. It just keeps amping up, and the frequencies keep getting higher. I think the more people that are coming to watch these, the higher it gets. And even just saying that right now, I just got really lightheaded. Like, I don't know. Maybe that was a Mandela effect. Yeah. I'm like, woo, something happened. But yeah, the energy of these collective of these videos, I think with the collective of people that come to watch them, it really amplifies them. So yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Well, we'll wrap it up.
All right.
All right.
Okay, everybody. Till next time. Have a
Next
great,
time.
I don't know, couple weeks till we see you again.
Yeah.
So
So happy Thanksgiving, but by the time you watch this, it'll be
it's
past.
probably going to be over. Yeah. I hope you, for all those of you in the U.S., I hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And for all of you watching outside of that, we love you too. There.
Absolutely.
All right.
Take care. Have a good night.
Bye, everyone.